So Tina, how's it been going this week?
It's been going really good. I've
So
been getting everything done.
good. I know we've had testing. How's the testing been going?
Kind of rough.
Have the kids? What do you mean, kind of rough?
It's just hard. The kids have been pushed,
Mm-hmm.
and so they're really tired. So it makes the rest of the day hard.
Yeah, I hear you. So you think was that a big challenge? You think this week for your students to complete all that SBAC testing and?
I think that they should have had more breaks and done less testing at a time. I don't know what it was like because I was gone for that week.
Oh, right, because you were gone last week,
But I know that they could have gone testing one day, had a break the next day, testing the next day. That would have been easier for them because then they wouldn't have felt like they were pushed.
Right, that's what we were talking about as a grade level today, in fact, about maybe doing the language arts one week, have a week off, and do the math the following week because the kids are spent. And then those performance tasks
Then they have
were
to do
very difficult, and they're tired. They're like, it's very daunting for them.
They have to do the benchmark still too.
Oh, right, we have to do that to the math.
We have to do the benchmark and.
I don't think the language arts one that we don't have to do that one. We're doing the math though, I guess. Yeah, I got to give a bunch of assessments for report cards too. So today we're mostly going to look at your what you're doing for the colloquium. And I saw what you did. You showed me that. What was that called? That site you went on?
Powtoon.
That
was really fun.
That looked really cool. That would be kind of fun. I might even want to try that sometime.
It was really
to try
fun.
to be.
I did actually
experiment.
I actually did about 3 or 4 of them till I came up with that one. That I liked the best.
And how do you think of that? Because you did why I teach, right? Why I teach.
It was fun. I was able to change things around really easily, and I could change the font really easily. Everything got changed really easily. So it wasn't originally all red. And so I made it all red.
Okay.
But the music was already embedded in it. And so I didn't have to add any music to it. So it was really nice. It was a pre-made.
Now, do you think that's something students could use?
I think it would be. I was already thinking about it for my kids.
I know, really, to get them making little presentations using music and the different things on there. I think that would be really cool.
I thought it was. I can't wait to get it.
So you have the Powtoon done, that's part of it, and then what else are you planning on doing with your website?
I already have created a website, and I just have to get the information in there, and I don't know if it'll let me bring it up on my phone now that I'm here. I don't think it's going to.
Did you take it off Wi-Fi?
Well, it's automatically off Wi-Fi.
No, yeah, I mean.
I don't use Wi-Fi here.
Oh, okay.
I
know my phone, I always have to remember.
I'm not connected to.
Yeah, because I hook up to Wi-Fi at my house, and then sometimes I try to do something here, and then a social network, and you could only, I don't even know why they have that social network, because you can't do anything except for go on school stuff. So then I got to go off it. Anyway, so so it would be great to see what you've done so far on that. Has there been anything like this year that you feel like with your students that you could have done differently with getting them ready for SBAC or thinking
You know, with
about?
all the new programs and stuff, it was really hard to do that. I really don't feel like I got them as ready for SBAC as I should have. But trying to learn the new
Curriculum,
and all of
the
the
standards, and everything.
and all of that stuff, it was really hard.
Yeah.
So in some ways, no, I don't feel like I did.
It's always tough a year when we are learning new curriculum too, because it's hard to know what is valuable to the students and what we need to do and what things we can kind of skip because the curriculum is so rigorous. There's so much. And I know with the testing too, I think all of us feel the same way. It's very difficult to prepare the students. And I think next year will be a lot better having 1 year of the curriculum under our belts, I think.
I think it would be better next year.
Yeah. And there's things, that's...
and even though we had SWAN all year for math, I still don't feel like... I feel like we had trouble because... I can't get this to come up. I feel like we had trouble because the... what they should have gotten in first and kindergarten and all of that stuff from SWAN, that wasn't there. And so even though we used SWAN we didn't really use it the year before. We used it if we wanted to.
Right.
And then this year we were supposed to use it. And where SWAN thinks that the kids are supposed to be, they're not.
Right.
And so they're not going to be until we use SWAN for this many years.
Right, it's going to take a few years.
It's going to take a few years. And so I don't think that they were... I had to work really hard.
Right.
But that's my job.
Right,
But I had to just really push them hard to get them to the point where they would even be able to do okay.
Right.
And we went through like 5 lessons this morning. All we did was math this morning. We didn't do any language today. And by the time we got to lunch, their heads were going like this.
Yeah. I know. It's been tough. I mean, the kids have been troopers. A lot of them have tried their best on these tests, but they're very difficult.
And I don't like teaching to a test. I want them to learn just because they want to learn.
And they need to learn the standards. And then they ask these convoluted questions on the test where the kids know these things, but then the way it's presented, it makes it so much more difficult for them to answer the questions. And they might really know it, but there's so much reading. And if your kids are low at, having struggles with reading,
even if they know the procedures, it's not going to
show. It's not, right. Right, because I don't know.
I was surprised that the performance task on the SBAC was as short as it was. To me, it was short.
So do you think sometimes the kids thought, oh, it's only 6 questions, let's just get it done, and we're done quicker than they should have been? Or?
No, because I made them go back and do the math again. And I told them that they had to have math on their scratch paper. I wasn't going to let them submit it unless they had math on their scratch paper. And I had somebody in there with me, so she and I both were making sure that they did that. And
it would be really nice to have a proctor, somebody to help in every classroom on this test, because you cannot to physically be with every kid, making sure, did you read that carefully? You need to reread that again without giving away anything. You're just trying to encourage them, okay, or I don't think you have enough written down to try to encourage them to do
Well,
well.
we had one, like this one student that got done really fast.
Mm-hmm.
We made him go back and do it again. Made him go back and do it again a second time. And he kept saying, I'm done. So finally she checked all of his answers, and all his answers were correct.
Wow.
So
So
what
at
are you
least,
supposed to do?
right. Well, if